Question 2. Find all the values of k for which the equation x squared plus 2kx plus 9k is equal to negative 4x has two distinct real roots. So the first thing we need to do is make a 0. So that means we need to hop that term across. So we'll get x squared plus 2kx plus 4x. Let's slot it in there because it is an x term. Add 9k equals 0. Now these two terms are both x terms, so let's take x as a common factor. And if we do that, then we'll put a 2k plus a 4 in the bracket like that. So now we've got it as my squared term, my x term, my number term equals 0. Now we can use our discriminant, and for two distinct real roots we want b squared minus 4ac to be greater than 0. We need to make sure we've got that condition written down clearly. So my b is 2k add 4 squared, take away 4 times a 1 because that's the a, and a 9k for the c. And now I'm going to start writing greater than 0. Okay, I've got to square this out, so don't forget your middle terms. If you need to write the bracket twice, do so. Okay, you're going to get a 4k squared. You're going to get middle terms that are both 8k, so that will be plus 16k, and you're going to get a plus 16 on the end. Then that term altogether is minus 36k. We can then join the k terms together. It often does give you like a line that you've got to get to, but here it didn't. It just asked you to find k. So we've got to solve the inequality. Let's divide through by 4 to start with, make it easier at the next step. We do need to factorise, but then we need to think of the key values and then where the quadratic is above 0. So it does factorise nicely with a 4 and a 1, both minuses. Check everything's okay before you go any further. You don't say either this is naught or this is naught. You think about it and you think what would be the values that would make those brackets 0. They would be the 1 and the 4, but they aren't your answers. You're thinking about the quadratic. Where is this quadratic here, k squared minus 5k plus 4, where is that above 0? We know it's at 0 at 1 and 4, so it's above 0 here and here. So that would correspond to k being less than 1 and k being above 4. Do not write the word and, because they won't like that. It can't be less than 1 and bigger than 4 at the same time. So don't write the word and. You can write the word or, that's fine. You also do have a inequality solving mode on the calculator. Okay, you just need to look for the pattern that is the same as the one you're solving, which on my calculator is pattern number 1. Okay, and you can type in your coefficients and it will confirm those answers. Okay, but don't use that unless you're checking. They need to see the working and they need to see the brackets.